We've started our T-44 tank successfully for the first time. Everything went great. It starts and it drives. This is the completion of a really big and important stage for us. It's awesome. What we did was just the beginning. We checked the state of the powertrain and the other main systems in the tank. As for what we still have to do, we need to replace the drive wheel's hub. And up here, we need to mount the tank's entire body kit, such as the fuel tanks and all the splint pins. Over here, we need to beat this wheel arch cover back into shape. The cover is in a decent enough state. With a little work and some heat, we can beat it back into shape, and we'll have ourselves a good cover. The biggest job to do is, of course, on the left track shoulder, which we're going to have to cut off. We'll install a new one and lay all the gear inside that we need for the oil pump, starter motor, instruments. We can't do without the instruments. It needs a rev counter, oil pressure gauge, temperature gauge, and so on. We have no identical vehicle to look at and see how everything should be, how this tank worked in practice. So, we'll be restoring it based on manuals and diagrams. And in theory, the tank will take on a beautiful new look. Andre, the time has come to figure out our tank's color scheme and how it should look. We want to make our tank unique, to make it stand out from other tanks somehow. Because the T-44's participation in combat activities was pretty limited. Finding interesting camouflage and color scheme options is difficult. As a standard, these tanks were painted with 4BO paint and a hull number. We found this interesting custom variant, the Znamensky Custom Color Scheme. Tell us a little bit about this scheme and where this tank is from. This tank is from the 29th Tank Corps of the 5th Guards Mechanized Army. The tank has two decorations on its sides, the Order of the Red Banner and the Order of Alexander Nevsky. Roughly speaking, these vehicles went into service in around 1946 to 1947. And, according to documents and reports, this subdivision was in the Baranovichi military region. So, in Belarusia, this was probably a ceremonial tank column, since the tanks are fully equipped. Well, we have some photographs here of people giving flowers to the tank crew. It's most likely a parade. Judging by the clothes, it was a November parade, around 1946, 1947. Do you think we can copy the color scheme on our tank? Well, nothing's impossible. I think we can, for sure. Naturally, the decorations are going to take some work, but in general, I think we can manage it. Let's give it a try.